Welcome everybody to Tech Shop Coffee Talk, episode 13, with my co-host Ross and myself, Bruce. Over to you, Ross.
Hey, good evening, Bruce. Welcome, and glad you could be here again tonight. Number 13. It's almost
13.
beginning. Epic 13. It's almost beginning to become a habit now. So,
Yes, sir.
just doing great things tonight. We'd like to bring some more value to you. We're going to bring some things, some very interesting things. We're going to bring in some process about the morning. How do you start your day, and how most people get their day started, and talk about some coffee and some healthy coffee and what they do there. And we're also going to talk about the 2020 vision travel that's coming your way. So
It's exciting.
it is
Exciting
exciting.
things are coming.
Bruce, so back to you. Let's get the
Okay.
show started, and let's
So,
bring some value.
so before Ross goes any further, just let me have a sip of my coffee here. I want you guys all to realize that Ross and me, how we get paid is if you go below, you'll see healthy coffee. There's a link there. Click either on Ross's link or Bruce's link. It doesn't matter which. One of us has an accent, so it doesn't matter. We won't be offended by either, but please click on there. You can get a bag of coffee for, $20 plus shipping, and this coffee will change your life. But there's coffee, there's a whole bunch of other things there, but please just click on the link, order some coffee, and start drinking healthy coffee, because as like the picture behind me, it's got the magic mushrooms in it, and it actually tastes a lot better, and it gives you a little bit more energy. It's way better for you than the coffee that's off the shelf. Back to you, Rob.
That's a great point, Bruce. In that coffee, healthy coffee, what makes it healthy? That Ganoderma in it actually helps to reduce the acidity level of it, and makes it a less acidic coffee. And the average person doesn't realize that most people start their day with coffee. 80% of the population start their day with a cup of hot coffee in the morning. First thing, most of them can't even get out of bed before they're pumping it down. But and coffee is acidic, and it takes 16 to 18 glasses of water for most people to reduce that acidity level. So they're already starting their day off with a health, or with an addiction, so to speak. And at that, they're even not doing themselves
a deficiency.
At a deficiency level right off the bat.
Yes.
So what we're offering and what we have is a healthy coffee where you can start that day and do it with less acidic, and you don't need as much water to set it off, and the Ganoderma in it helps to oxygenate the blood cells, which in turn is going to make you feel better and think better to get your day started. So it's a great twist.
In English, what Ross is saying now, us folk up in here in Canada here, what he's saying is when you take your cup of coffee, you don't crash about an hour later. Most coffee, you drink it and it just comes down really hard, real quick. This coffee, it's just a natural. It keeps that energy at a nice level, and it comes down slowly. It's not like, oh, I need another cup of coffee. Boom, the caffeine's gone. So, but yes.
And one of the great questions that we get, Bruce, is people ask, and people think their first impression is, well, it's an instant coffee, and it's not. If you look and do the research to it, instant coffees are full of junk, I call it. They're full of fillers and everything else, and they have very little coffee in them. Ours is a proprietary roasted bean. They take the Arabica bean, they roast it till it's just right. They separate the trash, they separate the broken beans out of it, and then they crush it.
And they use the heart of the bean.
And they use the heart of that bean, and then they infuse the Ganoderma mushroom into it. And this is what makes it a great tasting, healthy brewed coffee that is quick like an instant coffee on the go. And instant's a bad word. I don't like using it because
Convenient.
it's convenient, but it's not instant. That's
Yes.
a great way to determine it. So, those of you are out there that, are watching us there in the morning, if it's your first thing in the morning, you're grabbing your cup of coffee, get some of that healthy coffee and compare it and see if your day goes better with it afterwards. If it's in the middle of the afternoon, maybe we're after work that you're watching us. Maybe you're on break watching us. There's people all around the world. I'm sure that there's some people that are watching us overseas right now. Why we're at nighttime here, and they're in the daytime. They're watching. It's kind of neat. It's a global process that goes on, and coffee is it's a universal language.
Yes, sir.
Of its sort.
My
So
understanding is there's 9 billion people in the world. Roughly 5 billion people on this earth consume coffee every day.
yes,
And that's a lot of people.
yeah, and like I was saying, it's being a universal language. Bruce, okay, you and we're I haven't done the mileage, but we're probably 1,500. We're probably 2,000 miles away.
More than a 2-day walk.
Okay, and you know what? To speak with you or to share coffee with you is a traditional thing
Mm-hmm.
that you do in your country as well as I do in mine. It's
Yep.
not just, with my neighbor, it's not just the local store down the road. It's an
Mm-hmm.
international language and it's everywhere you
Sit down
go.
and have a coffee. Yes, everybody likes to sit down and share a drink.
So, Bruce, what do you do in the morning with your coffee? Um, I know some people here that they read the newspaper in the morning. I know some
Well,
some do their devotions. What do you do, Bruce?
what I usually do is I drink G-Fix at home, and I drink that the moringa to get that healthy vitamins and nutrients I need
Hmm.
to stay young and healthy and not get colds and all that nonsense. So I drink my G-Fix first thing in the morning, and I don't have breakfast. That's why I drink the
You
G-Fix.
bet. And that's
And
and
then I get my cold car and I drive half an hour to work. And once I get to work, then I get out and I have a coffee. And what I do is, coffee with a little bit of cream in my little special thermos, tiny little drinking thermos. And I drink my coffee while I start my day at work. That's kind of, I sit there and I drink it and just kind of make a plan what I'm going to do that day, my plan of attack. So it's with the coffee, drinking the healthy coffee helps me make a plan.
Yep. And Bruce, we're talking about that 80% of the people that drink coffee. Um,
Yep.
not to leave out the 20% that don't. We
Yes, sir.
have we also have other products too that blend in there that for those that don't drink coffee that are a
Like hot
healthy
chocolate.
process. We got hot chocolate, we got chai
Yep.
tea, we have um,
Moringa.
moringa, which is in the G Fix product.
Yep.
There's some wonderful healthy drinks there too. So we have products that and there's even some really great teas. The rooibos tea, if I pronounce
Yes.
that correctly,
Yep.
and there's some green teas too. So and there's more coming, but right now these are the things. So you know, I'm going to straight up tell you, I'm not a coffee drinker, but
Really? After
really,
all this time, Ross, you
really,
know,
but I'm going to tell you
us
this.
Canadians, we drink tea too.
I'm going to tell you though, 80% of the people I talk to drink coffee, and the best part of it is, even though I don't drink it, I love getting paid from those who do drink it. Oh, it's awesome.
It's all good. It's
It's
all good.
awesome. So, but if you want to learn how to do that, reach out to Bruce or I. Jump on our link down below, and we'll be
Yes,
glad
sir.
to get you that info. But hey, Bruce, let's put a twist in there.
Yep.
I know last week you sent down the bitter cold weather to us,
You're welcome.
and we have just gone crazy on doing repairs and all kinds of techie things from
The
trying to
cold.
figure out details to get people heat again and get things running.
Yes,
So,
sir.
what's the cold up there done to you that you have? And I guess it's starting to turn back around again already.
Well, the snow's melted, and the snow's more or less gone, and it's above freezing now. And the roads aren't icy anymore, and it's all good. People are almost pleasant to drive by. Everyone's lining up at the car wash to get their cars washed again. But no, and we just had Remembrance Day on Monday, so it was a national holiday to remember our fallen soldiers that gave their
Yes,
lives for
yes.
freedom. But even though I was doing some tech work this weekend. I actually did one of my hobbies, and that's running sound. I ran sound for 10 hours. I did 4 hours on Saturday and 6 hours on Sunday running sound, and then after that, I drove up to Red Deer and hung out with my parents for one night. Just spent a day with them, 24
That's
hours with
awesome.
them.
That's awesome. That's a great service to the community, I'm sure.
Yes.
So, and we, like you, we had Remembrance Day here too. Only
Yep.
here we call it Veterans Day, and it's sure neat to see all that. And also the 10th, just before that, if you bring back a little piece of history that kind of falls in between you and I, of
Yep.
of where we are, between where I grew up in Michigan and
Mm-hmm.
in Canada, was the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald back in 1975. That was on the November 10th, that brought in the November gale winds. That
Did the British do that or the French?
no, that was that was the Edmund Fitzgerald was actually named after. I read this the other day,
Yeah.
after an insurance company that
Okay.
that built it in 1958, and it
Okay.
was the largest ship on the Great Lakes,
Okay.
and it was named after Edmund Fitzgerald, who I believe was the owner of the insurance company, and they did it as an investment to the insurance company to invest into the shipping market.
And it sunk.
Well, it produced 20 some plus years of service before it sank in the storm,
Oh, okay.
and it's
But it
still
was insured, so it's all good.
there you go. And it's still a mystery today of how it sunk, because it disappeared so quick and so fast that there was
Oh,
not
wow.
even a call signal that went out. They just showed up missing.
Wow.
So quite a story. You can find out and then you got the song that Mr. Bigfoot made on for the Edmund Fitzgerald, and there's some information there too. So it's just quite a neat piece of
That's
history.
interesting. Yep.
Yeah, it is. So, I, we mentioned earlier, Bruce,
Yep.
this 2020 vision.
Yes, that's amazing. And you got to be focused to hear it. But
you know, my first thought is 2020 vision is eyesight, right?
yes, sir.
The things that you see, the things that you do.
Yeah.
Some of us have 2020 eyesight. I'm starting to lose mine. I got my cheaters on.
Yeah. Well, I want some stuff up close. I have to put on glasses because I can't
But
see anything small. But
not all of us are visionary people.
mm-hmm.
Some are, some aren't. But for
Yep,
those who aren't, 2020 vision travel is going to be huge. Um,
it's worth the focus.
so what are we talking about, Bruce? What are we talking about? What's 2020 vision travel? What are we talking about?
Well, 2020 is the year 2020.
Yep.
There's going to be coming out some travel that is going to be amazing. You'll be able to share it with your friends, and they'll be able to save up to 50% on their travels.
There's even some cases they say up to 75%. So
That's amazing.
yeah, but right now they're testing the platform on it. They're seeing 40, 50% right off the bat, just on the testing stage of it.
That's
And
crazy.
I do know for a fact, just I'm going to grab some numbers here. I know two guys that just booked their travel to Germany,
Yep.
and that was original package was about $4,900.
Okay.
And actually, no, let me retract that. Their package was more than that. They saved up to $4,000 on booking their travel.
Wow. Wow.
So that's just, and when I say that seems far fetched, but their travel was a very extensive, not only a trip overseas, but a point to point to point to point
Yep.
travel in a very short time presentation style that they're doing. So
Yep.
it was I'm flying in, I've got to be here for a day or two, I got to be here a day or two, I got to be here a day or two. So there was a lot of booking. Well, the neat thing is, um, this Voz Travel set them all up, got it all in order for them, and
Wow.
just it's amazing. So 2020 Vision Travel is going to just explode, and we're calling it 2020 Vision. That's not the name of it.
No.
It's called
If
Voz, VOZ
yeah,
Travel. Voz stands for in Spanish, the voice of travel.
Voz Travel.
So,
And if you're seeing this link in the future in 2020, if you look down below in the description, there will be a link under the healthy coffee, because healthy coffee comes first. That's the foundation
yep,
of Ross and me, our drive. But after you feel healthy and you got some coffee in you, you're going to want to start to expand out, and there'll be a link underneath there for Voz. I think Voz Travel Pass, is that what it's
well,
called there?
there'll be a couple links, Bruce.
There'll be a couple links there, but
One would be to learn about Voz Travel,
okay.
and we are putting together a Voz Travel Pass Club
There, that's the word I was
that
looking
we're
for.
creating, so where people can be a member of the club and get the discounts for just being a member of the discount. So we're trying to find a way to bring the values that people can get this discount and get their passes,
Yep.
even if it's just a quick trip, and then they can use that Voz pass several times. We don't know the details. There's going to be an expiration date to it, but when it does, you go pick up another one. They're going to be available. So, and that's what we want to provide with you, a place that you can come and very easily pick those up, share them with people, and find a way. And then, if you find out that you like that and you've got friends that like it, and you're helping them save money and travel, we'd love to talk to you about a way that we can get you involved, and you can get a kickback for doing it too. It's not just something for us. It's something we want to bring to everybody. So
Yep.
it's it's exciting, Bruce. I mean,
It's
you,
travel is like trillions of dollars a year people spend on travel.
and what tweaks me the most, this is what really excites me. There are, don't get me wrong, tons of travel companies out there,
Yep.
and some you pay $10,000 and $20,000 memberships. Some have are other MLM type companies. The
Hmm.
thing about them, and I was involved with another one of them for a little bit. They had packages, but they had specific packages. If you want to go here, here's a package. If you want to go to this place, here's a package. You want to go to this place, here's a package. So I had to choose between 4 packages of where to go on vacation.
That's it.
I, that was it. I didn't like that. I want to choose where I want to go. One of the neat things about Voz Travel is there is going to be a customizable part to that.
And my
And
understanding, sorry,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. With Voz Travel, there is AI intelligence in the background
There
helping
is.
you fine tune and save money and figure out how to customize and give you the best bang for your buck.
You bet, and that's all coming. And the other neat thing about it is in that customization factor, you can choose what you want to put together. You can choose where you want to go, and it's great savings. And
Hmm.
not. Oh, and I know where I was headed with this. The big point is, many of you have done travel. You go to the travel agency. Many of you have spent hours online. And what do? You go here and you book your flight and you
You
put in your
compare
credit.
and you go there.
You,
Yep.
you compare, you put in your credit card and you book your flight. All right,
Yep.
now I got to go find a car rental, and I got to get a car rental from point A to point B. All right, now I got to go find a motel and go from point A to point B. We're going to have a one-stop shopping cart.
Everything. Yeah.
Everything. So you'll be able to pay it once with one credit card process.
So my understanding is like our people are testing it in the background, and when they're comparing, they're getting 50% or 49% savings compared to everybody else. They're looking at Expedia, Canoe, Orbitz. All they're going and trying to book the same room, same hotel, same flights, and see what kind of prices they get.
They're making comparisons, but we've got
Yeah.
to be careful there, Bruce, of choosing names of companies and things.
Yes.
We don't want to get in a competing factor and pull out
Or
names.
Sears Canada to travel.
There you go.
They're no longer in business. So
Yeah, and everybody knows the big names in travel.
yep.
And we're all
Well, they
competing.
don't know Ross and Bruce travel yet.
There, there you go. I'm gonna have to put that one up on the what do you call it, the vision board.
Yes.
Ross and Bruce travel.
There you go. Tech
Oh, that
Shop,
is.
Coffee Talk, and Ross and Bruce
You
travel.
know what? You never know where Tech Shop Coffee Talk is going to go. It
or
starts.
be hosting next.
It starts. We're going to be doing one of these somewhere sitting on the beach, Bruce, coming up. That's going to be
Yeah.
fun and exciting.
Yes, sir.
Not sure which episode there yet, but there's going to be one somewhere.
Oh,
But
yes.
in the meantime, we're here. I'm here. Bruce is up there. Like Bruce always says, one of us has an accent.
Yes, sir.
If you can figure that out, more power to you. But
Now, if you can figure it out, please write the comment below, like, share, and subscribe, and click the bell button so any new videos we come out, you'll get notified the next one we come out. We really appreciate your support, and please share this with your family.
you bet. And that helps, it helps you to stay current that, hey, there's another tech shop coming up, which is cool and neat. It also helps us to boost our ratings. We're just two simple guys having fun, talking tech, and sharing coffee and travel around the world. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bruce, I don't know. I think this is a good cover for tonight.
Yes, sir. I think we've covered all the bases. As long as you focus, and the 2020 vision, it starts with a dream. Obviously, and we have the dream, and it's travel, but you need to then make a plan, and then you got to do action and take small steps daily to get to that dream.
Yep.
And I think we have the dream, and like I say, we'd like to, anyone who's interested in trying to start a new home-based business, reach out to Ross or myself, and we can give you some more particulars, and this might be a very good fit for you. You don't need $1 million to join this company.
No.
And you don't need $100,000 to start a storefront and buy inventory. You'd be shocked at how economical this to start a business with this company is,
and save some good money on your travel, and
be
Bruce,
healthy.
we're also gonna put down below. We've got a link that's open up right now. You don't have to wait till 2020 to get involved or to get started or to find out the details. We're even going to throw in a link down below that will give you an opportunity to have a free tour.
Yes, sir.
You can go in on that free tour, get all the info, get all the details. If you like what you see, there's an option there that you can choose to take action and step forward. If you don't, in a short period of time, they'll purge you out of the system and you won't be bothered and chased and everything else and whatnot. But catch your free tour. That's what we did. That's why we're here. So, Bruce, I think
Awesome.
that's a epic 13. And
that's epic and 13. And we thank everybody who's been watching us and following us and got us to this point. And like I say, we're going to keep moving forward, and pretty soon we'll be first class doing some. Maybe we can do it from first class on a jet.
There
We'll
you
see.
go. There you go. Well, come back next week and grab your cup of coffee. Hopefully, it's a healthy cup. If not,
Yes,
talk to
sir.
us, and we'll look forward to seeing you then. Until then, um, let's take off and fly and travel and see the world, and let's do it with a cup of coffee in your hand. So,
Thank you, Ross, for your time, and thank all the viewers for watching us. We appreciate it.
and thanks for the warm weather that you sent down after the cold spell. So
No
that was
worries. No
awesome.
worries.
Appreciate that. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Ross. You take care.